I'm Betty White, and the 5 o'clock whistle is fantastic.
To a great moment in time.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Yes, sweet. Oh, are you ready? Yes. Brady Bells, you come down to this. Tell that slave driver. Tell him it's going to be a rock and roll. Is that true? Well, here we go. That's your weekend. Nobody's working for the weekend. What the hell are you talking about? Friday! Still high? Friday! Finish, face yourself. Yes!
Hello, this is the man for Government Radio Show on this Friday. It's the Friday Blastoff Show. It's almost the weekend here in Greenville, South Carolina. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. And you're probably halfway through the work week and almost getting ready to go home. Everybody's getting ready for this. Whatever you plan on doing this weekend. It's been hot enough, maybe swimming pools or whatever. It ain't even been that hot. It's like 85. It's a lot less than what it was yesterday. 90s yesterday. At 91 or 92 yesterday, the high. Here in Greenville, South Carolina. I saw most of the parts of Wisconsin hit 90s the other day. And they're like in the 71s and in certain parts of Wisconsin to the northern part of near Oconto and stuff. I was listening to the radio station there, and I checked the weather forecast before I came on the air to see what it was up there. My good friend had on my show, kind of a good friend. I ain't never met him in person, but I had him on my show. Jarrett Forrester has signed a contract with a record deal too, also, and I had him on my show, and I hope to have him more on my show, more about things and stuff to come for him too, maybe. I was looking at a newer person. I don't know if I'm going to have this person on my show yet or not. I was kind of watching their video of something that was shared on my regular Facebook page, and my mom was like, "Oh, she interviewed this person, all these different singers and stuff." I like interviewing people. I ain't got a problem. Most of the people I interviewed so far got a good contract or going into the biggest record deal ever. And I'm waiting on my big moment now. And everything, and I'm ready to sign something. I will do a security job for some of these people if they wanted me to. As their bodyguard, security, whatever, detailed. I love doing things like that for certain groups. I don't know, but I don't know what's going to happen either way. And I know I do know security and stuff, and that's why I have a lot of badges. It says that, or from companies I used to work with, I have one that actually is a plain security badge. I got it for a reason. It's called somebody else had one. I wanted one when I was working my first security job with this company. Now, the Spartan Security used to be, now it's ABM. Now, they might have done change the name again, who knows. But when I first started, we didn't have slave cards back then, in the 90s and stuff. 96, 97. Around that time, until I got with the other company, we did. And I was like, what is this? Didn't even know what they were until later. I had my first slave card I have. I ended up collecting all of them. I put them up in my little case, and I'm going to end up maybe put them with my badges and companies I've done, and let's play them. I don't know. It means a lot to me to have those and stuff. And it says, hey, I can't believe I'm going to be 3 years with this company I'm working with now, but right now I'm on a hiatus. The site we was on just kind of took it was a short-term kind of thing this last minute. Now they're told us they don't need us out there no more. I like that site. It was not easy. It was easy to get to. It was in and out and quick, but that's about it. Oh, now, okay. We're sitting back here enjoying the weather and stuff, and Just trying to figure what I'm going to do this weekend. This is the first Saturday I have had off in a long time. Unless I go on vacation or traveling somewhere, I have to have Saturday off. But this is the first actual real Saturday I have had off. Unless you've been sick or something. But that's about all. Oh, okay. I'll do it that way. I gotta try to figure out. Excuse me. These live shows really kill you sometimes. I don't know. I gotta do something here. I don't know what I want to do. So I get people in the mood around here. Let's play the beach disco. I love playing that.
Furniture and mattress on the 123 bypass in Easley. We're having a blowout sale for 2020. Lift recliners drastically reduced, only $5.94. That's at the Sit and Sleep and Walkers on the 123 bypass in Easley, where we have easy, low monthly payments, up to 12 months interest-free, or no credit needed. So what are you waiting for?
And my papa puts on a sale. He puts on a sale.
Hello, this is Good Man Radio Show. My good friend Jeff Anderson was on our radio show this morning, and it was a pretty good show. I got to jump in there at 9 o'clock this morning. I messed up, and it was halfway to 10 o'clock when I got close to it, but I heard the end of it. It was a pretty good show. I don't even know, he might have announced me in there. I don't even know, but he used to be talking about other stuff. But it sounded very good and everything, and I'm so proud of him, too. Now it's got to be my turn to step in somewhere, an actual radio station, city, or something again. I got to have something big here. I I would love this to be something good here. I'm looking for something big and bad. I'm hoping to plan on upgrading this where I carry my phone with my remote going out and actually doing the live show with computer and more graphics and more stuff I can play around with on the actual computer than I can do on my phone, because I think the app on the actual computer is a lot different than what I have on my phone. I found that out. I can do a little more playing around with it and do a little more crazy stuff with it. My wife was talking about maybe get me a laptop where I can put all my CDs up there and stuff where we have it actually where I can play through that or whatever. And actually and carry it in my car or wherever, all my CDs on one hard drive or something. Little check thing. I don't know what I'll do. But I had it like that. Some CDs I wouldn't want on there, some I would. It all depends on certain songs and what it is. I used to follow GarageBand.com back a long time ago, and I got a CD actually from them because I used to rate music, and I have a good ear for good music, and some I don't. And I used to got friends with some of the people up there that play their music, and they got their CDs, and they sent them to me free, and they sent me a stack one time, and I distributed them out everywhere to get people listening to them. I still have maybe a few left of theirs. I ain't played one in a while. I need to. That's been a long time ago. Back when I was working in the drugstore when I had that. But that was a big promoting thing I did. And I got, I love, promoting music. And didn't even know about this back then. And I guess that's the way people got up there and played music now. They're now using Facebook where you download free music, and then if you like their music, you can get more. I try to, play them, if I like them, and try to let people hear it. Maybe they go out and listen to it later, and everything. And there's some good music out there. It's just you just got to find the right, job of it and all that. Because I'm not much into real new music. Some of it I am. It all depends on what it is and who it is. And Jeff Anderson, he's putting out some really, really good music, and he did on that first CD. And and he's going to put out another good one with Cut Off Jeans, and I can't wait to hear that form of that song has changed a little bit, to see what it sounds like. Still the same words probably, but the music's going to be a little different. It's going to be interesting and everything, and whew. It's been a rough day. I don't know why I'm tired and feel talking like that. I don't know. I'm just talking to myself. Sorry. That usually happens when you're sitting here and you're like, usually that's the most funnest interview I had is with Jeff Aronson and Don Parson, having two people sitting in front of me and interviewing them. They usually have, one-on-one I'm kind of good. I've never done two. And that was the most fun in the show I ever had. And the most fun show the most fun that I had, but it was like the coolest show because I had two people in front of me I was interviewing instead of one. And I had, my funnest show with Joe Bronzy, the paranormal show I did with my mom, and the one I did with my niece, with the bobblehead thing, and my mom, the paranormal show, and the big one with Greg Morton, and Ashley from American Got Talent. And not American Got Talent. 60 Days In, Ashley from 60 Days In. I'm getting really ahead of myself. And let me think here. How did I reach out to and it come back to me? I don't know if they'll do it or not. I'll try to reach out to Guy Ferrer of Guy Groceries and all that stuff. I like to have him on my show. He's pretty cool. I like watching his stuff, the diamond drives and all that, and everything. And I always got a sponsor on my glasses. I love sponsoring. I ain't like a sponsor, but it's a place I've been. Wherever I travel, like the Spricker Root Beer Soda, Spricker.com. There's a Spricker place, brewery up in Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Now, their root beer is pretty good. I ain't drunk it in a while. I got some still in there from the last time we got it. My wife was talking about it. I don't know if we're going to go back by there or not. I don't know. Trying to figure out how to save money without having to go certain places, but I love traveling and stuff, and just, there's a lot of places I haven't been, and I don't know about how to get there and stuff like that. And, there's a lot of places I've never been places in Georgia. Well, I've been in some places in Georgia, and there's some places in Florida I hadn't been all the way. I haven't been to Florida since I was a kid. And that was back in 1980 something. We went to Disney World, and I'll never forget that. They wanted to go all the way up to the top of this bird thing, and I'm like, I'm not going up there. There's a lot of steps. I remember sitting downstairs watching. I don't remember what I did there. I remember some of it. I remember getting sick on the way down. I used to get car sick a lot when I was younger. There's one of the Shoney's I got sick at up in Tennessee at the Pigeon Forge. I don't remember which Shoney's it was, but I got sick behind bushes and people walking out when I was a kid, but I don't know which one it is because there's so much changed up there with that. It wasn't like it was back then. I love going to Shoney's whenever I'm out traveling because we don't have them here in the upstate of South Carolina in Greenville. And the same thing with this other restaurant in Georgia. We don't have it here either. It's called the Varsity. We've been there several times, and we love their hot dogs and different things there. We haven't been to that in a long time either. It's like you go out to different places and you see different restaurants. It's like this Big Boy restaurant. It's like the old Shoney's or Big Boy. There's the one called the Big Boys, and it's up in, where were we? It was coming out of Wisconsin going up, and we could stop there coming back. She said she would do that for me. And that was the most coolest place to go into. I liked it. Because I love stopping in places. I was like, wait a minute, there's the Big Boys. I got all excited when I was a kid. I all excited like a kid. I used to read signs when I was younger, going traveling places, reading different signs of places. And we don't even have a hoo-ha around here anymore. I used to have one in Greenville over there on Woodruff Road next to across from Cabela's, and they closed it down, and the only place we get the chance to go in the hoo-ha is when we go up to Wisconsin because they have them up there. A lot of places, a lot of restaurants ain't even coming back because of all this COVID-19 stuff and shutting down, and now Balo, as some of the Balos got bought up here in the Carolinas and Georgia and everywhere else, wherever Food Line decided to buy Balos. The only Balo they didn't, I was surprised, I guess because Food Line's not far from there. Maybe they bought the ones that don't have Food Lines next to them. Like Balo, I don't know. Unless they're going to transfer over, but who knows what's going to happen with that. I was kind of shocked to see Food Line buy Balo. Wow. But never know what's going to do things here. It's sort of like the movie theater AMC said they might not even come back from this. But I saw some things they're trying to figure out how to do things, and I don't know. I don't know if movie theaters are ever going to come back yet. There ain't nobody talking here in the Carolinas no more. Our governor has not even said a word about this anymore. I don't even know what we're doing. But there's some rumors that we're going to have a ramp up of this COVID-19 again in the fall, and they're already looking at some of the college classes going back to virtual at home again teaching. What I'm hearing, I don't know. We'll find out when we get closer after the summer. We'll find out what's going to happen. I think our numbers are going up still, and people ain't using their social distancing very well. I know that for a fact. I try to when I'm out. I'm reading the signs and trying to figure out where I'm supposed to stand and do all this. And when I go out in some stores and places, and I get I don't know why I got so foggy-headed when she asked me what I'm doing. And I'm trying to pay for something. I don't know. It was crazy. I just have my mind on other things. I'm always thinking ahead of stuff. I used to do that in high school. Try to figure out which way to go and out figure. And I don't really know if we're going to have a high school reunion this year in class of 92. I ain't seen nothing on it since all this started. Basically, every time they try to have it somewhere, it's always costing more than what people can afford to go to it. That's the one problem. Only the cheap time we had a good deal was when we had it at the high school, but a good amount of people showed up there and stuff, but I don't know. But I love going to the high school reunions. Now that people know what we're doing now, they probably look at it a little differently. I'm doing a podcast and trying to be a radio announcer at times. And everybody else is like, it's like, my good friend, I support him and everything, but, it's like we went to Spinning Genius and he was like, okay. He's already, trying to figure out why is nobody supporting him. Nobody hardly shut up down there. It's like, well, okay, what are we going to do? I'll be glad when he does these videos because I'm going to try to go to him as much as I can. As long as I can get myself a cameo in one. It'd be cool as heck. Say, hey, I was in that video. Somewhere and everything. Anything around Greer and Greenville, I can show up maybe. I don't know. Mostly the Greer stuff I can do, and Taylor's or wherever he wants that. And let me know when and where. And if ain't nothing going on at the time, I can go and show up for them. I always wanted to be in a music video, but you got to really direct me where it's way to go and stuff. And I need to reach out to the Shooters Jackson Museum and find out when they're moving that building, or if they're ever going to move it. They're still like sitting there with stuff around it and not even moving. We're already past the time that I think it's supposed to be moved. I don't know, since all this started. I don't know what city of Greenville or what they're doing, and said that property's supposed to have been turned over to something else, but I don't know what's going on. Since all this stuff with baseball and stuff and all the things around there is going crazy. I don't know. But you never know what's going on. I read that Shazam Batman one. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday. It was pretty good. It's a different story line. Shazam, it's kind of cool. But I like to have the other one. I'm going to see if I can get my hands on that one. The original, the one that's supposed to come out, maybe. I don't know if anybody has that copy. I'm going to have to find out really what's going on with that. The original number 12, it has the actual changed version of the thing. I'm going to end up jumping out of here, and I'm going to be back tomorrow for Saturday's show. Saturday's show is going to be a little different tomorrow. Actually, it's going to be done from here, from my home, because I ain't working tomorrow, and going to enjoy the Saturday and probably bring you the Great American Radio Show very early in the morning or very afternoon, somewhere around between that time when I get up and stuff and the moto, where I can do my voice and stuff and actually get my voice up to par without having it fall apart and go out on me, like it always does sometimes. But if you're listening to me on TuneIn Radio, you might want to listen to me on iHeart or somewhere else, or off of Spreaker.com. I'm having a problem with the TuneIn Radio right now. It's not letting all my... Ever since I think I changed something on Spreaker, the little letterings and all that stuff, I think it screwed up my TuneIn Radio site. I thought I could fix it because I sent in a new one and it didn't change it. I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe I'll get something about that. But I'm going to jump it out of here. And it's almost Benny's time. Let's see what I want to do here. I want to play that, but I'd get in trouble on YouTube. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's leave with WKRP in Cincinnati. I love that show. This is Great Man for the Show. Be back Saturday. Peace. I'm out. No, it's the wrong one.
Baby, if you've ever wondered